was 14, I was first diagnosed with leiomyosarcoma in my abdomen, which was just sitting on top of my bladder and attached to my main artery. That then metastasised 7 years later into my left lung. 3 years later, it was back in my right lung. 2 years later, it's back in my left lung again, so further, same cancer, leiomyosarcoma, so further surgery there. Before 2005, I was diagnosed with the 3 brain tumours, one at the front, the main one at the front, and 2 smaller ones at the back. And then 2007 was again, it was the early cancerous cells and draining the fluid that had built up from the bump on my head. 2008 was the first diagnosis of my stomach and liver cancer. This year, stomach and liver cancer again.
Does that not mean you get to go all the way home?
I don't know how many times I don't know what the record is for people having cancer and surviving it. I don't know what the record is, but I am somehow classed as a medical miracle, which to me it sounds crazy. You know, that's one of my why me moments. You know, why am I special? Why have I survived cancer 9 times, whereas other people might have cancer once or twice and died from it?
3, 4, 5, 6.
I was diagnosed with cancer when I was 14, first time. I was quite flippant about it. I just thought it must be something that everybody gets, you know, at some point in our life. So I, just have to deal with it. Just have to get on with it. At this point, it wasn't a death sentence to me. I just thought, right, okay, I've just got something. You know, I thought it was just something, as I say, that everybody got at some point in their life. And when I've been diagnosed since then, I know what I've been through. So it's just something that, just carry on fighting.
You make sometimes on Saturday and Sunday, so you always make pancakes, don't you?
Make your pancakes.
Uh-huh.
That's right. Mum only told me recently that when I had that operation when I was 14, I only had a 30% chance of surviving the operation because of where it was attached to a main artery. So that was one time that I wasn't expected to survive. The other time is when I had the brain tumour and wasn't expected to survive. It was quite difficult, thinking that potentially something was going to, I was potentially going to die 6 months down the line, and my wife is going to be left to bring up our daughter who's just due to be born, and Rachel at 5 years old, so it's pretty horrible. Well, we'll do your presentation. I think the reason that I keep on fighting it is because I've got my family. I've got a very close family. I've got a great wife. I've got 2 lovely children. I've got a nice house, and I do feel like I need to keep on fighting for them.
You sometimes got to go to the doctors to get a hole in his arm.
Yeah, a hole in my hand, don't I, to get my medicine?
Yep.
Yeah.
You do.
I think the kids will start to ask questions eventually, and when they do ask the questions, we'll answer them as they come.
We never really thought about the fact that the cancer could return when we decided to have. So we just thought, well, you can worry about that and put your life on hold, but if we'd done that, we would have still been putting our life on hold now. So it's like, no, why worry about these things? What happens will happen. They've seen Laurence in the hospital environment, they've seen him at the doctor's blood test, so they know it's all part of our life, but I suppose they don't know the real illness and the extent of it.
I've kind of got to the stage where I expect it to come back now, but every operation that I've had, I've always thought, well, hopefully that'll be the end of it now, and hopefully it won't come back.
You're going to count Abby, you're going to count the presents under the
I was a relationship manager for HSBC Bank, based in Edinburgh. I'd worked throughout my illnesses. Anytime that I had cancer, they'd been very understanding, and they were very good.
Abby,
When they said that they were going to retire me, I just felt that that was going to be it. I thought, what am I going to do now? And how was I going to support a wife and 2 children and a house, with very little money? The DWP, Department of Work and Pensions, asked me to go for a medical review, a medical assessment, which I went for, and 5 minutes of assessment decided that I could go back to work. So I wasn't eligible for any benefits. I'd explained to them at the time, well, I'm getting chemotherapy and radiotherapy, so I can't go back to work. Didn't take that into account, so Macmillan dealt with it all for me, and I didn't even have to phone up and do anything. Macmillan done it all for me. The benefits advisor for Macmillan took that all on board for me and dealt with it all for me on my behalf. I never claimed any benefits in my life. I didn't have any idea what benefits I could claim, what benefits I couldn't claim, and yet Macmillan made it sound so simple, or made it so simple for us, because neither me or my wife realised what benefits we could have, and it was actually explained to us that we could have claimed benefits, or I could have claimed benefits, or my mum, all the way back to when I was 14.
It'd be nice to actually think that next year is going to be a good year, no hospital, no treatment.
Could do a bit of a break from it. I think both could, right? Well, I think we all could, me, you and the kids.
Some normality.
Yeah, whether it's 3, 4, 5 years, whether it's 25 years, hopefully just get a bit of freedom from it.